Hi, my name is Lena Kai, and I will be presenting my argument for assignment 5.11. Ugh. The Great Gatsby, The Catcher in the Rye, Gone with the Wind, The Color Purple. We've all heard of these classics one time or another. Did you know that they were all banned at one point? Many of these great classics have been banned for this reason: inappropriate content. Readers face a high chance of facing content that they aren't prepared for. However, this should not stop a whole audience from reading these kinds of books. These books contain content that could help in developing our knowledge of the world. As such, we shouldn't ban these books from our schools and libraries. The type of content presented in these books could disturb and expose people to topics that they aren't ready for yet and are banned from schools and libraries. Drugs, slavery, sexual content, abuse, violence, and profanity are just some of the topics we should censor for different ages and different levels of people. However, as Robbie H. Harris says, I think these books look at the topics, the concerns, the worry, and the fascination that kids have today. It's the world in which they're living. These books manage to create something artful out of something so terrible for many of us that consider it. We shouldn't have the right to take that away from the audience. On the other hand, some people in the audience might not want to know or learn about the topic. Despite this, these books that some might find questionable may hold actual educational value. The decision to choose which books are appropriate to use in the classroom should be left to professional standards, not individual preferences by the audience. It is important to note that by keeping an unbiased opinion against these books, that way we can gain a better understanding of why the text contains that kind of topic in the first place, and or topics. Therefore, banning books from schools and libraries risks the chance of our youth being uneducated from these kinds of topics, along with the chance of society stalling as a result. Procon.org explains that the banning of books would deprive students of cultural and historical knowledge that have shaped our world into what it is today. In addition, these books provide different points of view on the same topic, giving the audience a greater understanding of the topic if it's viewed from different perspectives. Another key point of this topic is that people shouldn't be restricted by what type of content that they want to read. If we do ban these books for good, what if people don't actually have the interest to read it themselves? As Peter Brown Hoffmeister puts it, finally, by banning these books, or by choosing not to teach classics with gritty content to teens, what are teachers and parents losing? Or more accurately, what are the students and our teens in our schools and households missing? Will the average adult self-educate and catch up on material missed in high school since adults chose to ban certain books? Henceforth, we should start to consider why we ban these books in the first place. Granted, some books may be too disturbing for even the riskiest of readers to read. That doesn't mean in any case that we can't look at some of these books and learn that they aren't as bad as they seem. In conclusion, books should not be banned from our schools and libraries. They provide an interesting insight into what happened and or happens in our world, even if it is hard to read about. The public shouldn't be restricted in what they read, and despite its content throughout. Although it is important to note that different content made for different people and for different ages and are made for different people and for different ages and should be censored to prevent any disturbance. But the fact still remains that banned books hold a certain power over people. As society changes, people do too. And the type of content people will want to consume will change as well. We should respect that and let these books be known to the public. You never know if that book can change the world or not. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this.